talk to you about the prevention of spread of infections in the OR. We'll go over there. So, how do we prevent the spread of nosocomial infection? What do you guys think about that for a minute here? It is our job to protect and provide to the patient. Infection control and prevention of TB, C. diff, and MRSA are high priorities for the St. Luke Magic Valley OR staff. The process of infection prevention precautions are taken to ensure and maintain patient and staff safety. The precautions include sterile technique, cleaning, and proper PPE wear. We must require the patient, staff, and operating room to use the right equipment to maintain infection prevention. Proper sanitation will provide a safe environment for a patient and staff. And I have a quote here from Annette Jeans, who is part of nursing and residential care. She says, infection prevention and control is not complicated and is associated with increasing quality outcomes and reducing risk. But there are different infections, so there's different precautions that we need to take for each one. So for TB, TB is transmitted via airborne droplet nuclei. So it remains infected for over time and distance. And so if there is a patient known or suspected with TB, there are safety equipment that they need to wear. So when transferring or transporting a patient from pre-op to the OR, they must wear a yellow surgical mask. And then after the surgery, to transfer them to PACU or wherever they need to go, they need to wear the surgical mask again. And then prior to transporting, you need to notify the department that they're going to of the isolation status that the patient has. Surgical staff will take precautions to prevent contraction. So entering the room of a TB case, you need to wear a gown and gloves, everyone who enters, and also there's specific masks to wear. I have a couple here. So this one is the Kimberly-Clark N95 duckbill respirator mask. And or you can use that one, or you can use this one here, the 3N95 respirator mask, depending on what you were fit tested for. So you can either use these two, and there's another one, I think it's the Papper. It's like a full-on Darth Vader looking thing. I have to wear that one because I have the beard.
And there's still only 3 of those in the whole facility.
Yeah, but and then after leaving the room, well, before leaving the room, you take your gowns and gloves off and perform proper hand hygiene before leaving. An operating room needs to be prepared before the surgery. It needs to be clean after. So for preparation, you need to call down to the storeroom and get the isolation card. The number is, I believe it's 4500. They'll call, they'll bring it, put it outside the room. And then you need to take the blue sign that indicates airborne precautions and put it on the outside of the door so everyone who sees knows. And you need to protect the equipment in the room as well. There's the ball filter for the anesthesia machines, which is located in the anesthesia room. One of the anesthesia techs can help you to find it if you can't. So we need to do that. And then after the surgery is complete, you need to terminally clean the room. And that's just the full terminal by HCAs and whoever can help. And they also need to wear the full gowns and gloves and masks as well. And the room needs to sit for 1 hour after it's been cleaned. But not all of the cases, infection cases, need to sit for 1 hour. C. diff doesn't need to sit for 1 hour, and it's spread by direct contact with the patient, contact with patient's stool, or contact with patient's environment. So certain cleaning procedures and patient staff precautions need to be taken as well. So to prevent spread from the patient for transporting, you need to notify the department that the patient is being transported to prior to transport. To protect staff, they must also use safety precautions. Once again, gown and gloves if you're entering the room. And then you must wear a mask with an eye shield or a mask with glasses. And those can all be found on the sinks right before you enter the room. And once again, after surgery is done, leaving the room, take gowns and gloves off and perform proper hand hygiene before leaving. Let's see. OR must be prepped once again. So we call down to the storeroom, get the isolation cart, put it outside the room. And this time, it's an orange sign, put it up there, it indicates contact precautions. So everyone knows to put This time, when the surgery is over, cleaning the room is a little different. The whole room does not need to be terminal unless splashes or sprays have gotten on the ceilings or walls. But if not, then there is bleach that we use, bleach wipes. And we wipe down the beds and just areas of where the patient had contact with. So we don't need to do a full terminal unless the sprays and splashes are all over. So we do full terminal for TB and MRSA. So MRSA is transmitted by direct or indirect contact with the patient or with the patient's environment. So proper precautions and sanitization techniques need to be used. Once again, notify the department that you're transporting the patient to so that they know what precautions to take. To protect yourselves and other staff, use safety precautions to avoid contraction. Gown and gloves, once again. No certain masks need to be worn for this one, it says. As long as you got them, man. And then after the surgery, leaving the room, take gown and gloves off and perform proper hand hygiene once again. And then OR needs to be prepared. So we get the isolation cart one more time. So you guys remember all this. A lot of repetitiveness, but that's okay. And then orange side, indicating contact precautions. And then the room this time will actually be terminally clean. So everything will be clean, all surfaces will be wiped down and everything. So yeah. There is more information behind the charge desk here in this little sheet that Patty's going to show you. So there it is. It's in that binder there. So you guys can go through there and look for more information if you don't remember anything or anything like that. But I guess it's our duty and responsibility to prevent spreading of infections. Now that we reviewed the proper procedures and equipment to make sanitary conditions possible. So TB, C. diff, and MRSA spreading is easily prevented as long as we use the necessary precautions. We'll not only protect the patients, but the staff as well.